Hi and welcome to a new video. My name is Ecom by Nick and today we should talk some ecom. We will touch on a subject that most people in ecom don't really want to talk about, and that Shopify especially don't want to talk about when they promoting their service. It's Shopify holds and why you get them and why and how you can do to get Shopify to release them earlier. We will also touch on other payment providers holds because you will get them from a lot. You will get them from PayPal, Klarna, and whatever Stripe, whatever you use. So let's jump in the video and let's start talking ecom. You have your store up and running. You started getting some sales. The first week goes great, and then suddenly you get this email from Shopify. Yes. They are holding 20% of your money for 120 days or 90 days. They can also hold 10% of your money, but usually it's 20% of your money for 120 days. So why are they doing this? Shopify want to protect themselves and your customer from chargebacks, from fraud and things like that. Now, 2025, it's a lot of people that doing ecom that don't do it correctly and are not serious. So it's a lot of people putting up Shopify stores, sell a lot, and don't ship out anything. So that's why Shopify do this. They keep 20% of your money, and they are not taking 20% of your money. You will get your money eventually, but they are keeping it in case you get any chargebacks, and then that money will be used for chargebacks in the first place. If you're new to Shopify or doing dropshipping, Shopify often flags your store at high risk. They don't know if you can handle refunds, chargebacks, or angry customers, and that's why they are holding 20% of the money. This is really normal, so almost everyone that scales quick get this. So how much do they hold? They typically hold 10 to 20% of your revenue for 90 to 120 days, like I told you. Sometimes less if your account looks strong, but not more than 20%. So why is this a big problem for e-commerce? Imagine doing $1,000 a day in sales. So you get paid every day from Shopify if you choose to. And you need that in the start, especially in the start, to get the cash flow going, because you're paying for ad accounts, you're paying for your agent to ship out the goods. So if you get $1,000 days in sales, they keep $200. That's 1/5 of your revenue. So it adds up very quick. And in dropshipping, you're working with like an 18 to 30% margin. So this first 120 days, I can say directly that you won't have any profit. And if you're not prepared, this can kill your store, even if you are very profitable. So what can you do about this? You can register a company before you scale big. It shows Shopify that you are legit. So that's my first thing, register a company. Number 2, spread your risk. Don't run all sales through Shopify payments. You can also add PayPal, Klarna separately, Stripe, etc. So you don't only rely on Shopify payments. I have actually done that I have 3 stores that's running big. So I have one on Shopify payment, one on Stripe, and one directly with Klarna because it's only selling in Sweden. Then I have 3 different payment providers if any problems suddenly occur. Number 3, keep reserves. Never run your ads and fulfillment purely on the profit from this store. So my advice here is actually to have a credit card for your ads. It's also very good because you get points for your spending on your ads. And that point you can use for multiple things in the future. You can use it for traveling and things like that, especially traveling. So in this case, a credit card is good when you're doing dropshipping for ads. Just, of course, keep control on your spending. The 5th thing you should do is communicate with Shopify. Directly when you get the first mail, you should respond. It won't help. They won't do anything. But it shows that you are legit, that you're doing this correctly, and that you want to show Shopify that. So I would respond directly, and then like maybe in the start I should let it go 1 month because they won't release it earliest after 90 days. So maybe if it goes 1 month and then I send one more email to them, I get a response, I respond to that, and then I let it go like 2-3 weeks more, I send a email again. So if you're lucky, they can release it after like 90 days, after like 60 days, but most likely they will release it after 90 days if you have done everything correct. So what's my experience with Shopify holds? Actually, I have experienced that a lot. So I think I have got Shopify holds on all my stores. My first store, it hurt me really bad because it was my first big winner, and it was a brand, and I was scaling hard. I was like $2,000 a day after only 2 weeks. So that was not good for the cash flow at all. So that time it really hurt me. And I also had some problems. After 90 days, I got some problems with the fulfillment and the agent I was running with at the time. So then Shopify actually didn't release my money, and they hold it for 120 days. And after 120 days, then the problem that was after the 90 days, I got some chargebacks for that. And then when it was 120 days and they was holding like, I think they hold like $35,000 or something for me. So I was really depending on it. And after 120 days, I got an email saying that they will hold it for 120 days more. So that was totally crazy. I changed payment provider, and then I started communicating a lot with Shopify. And actually after like 3 weeks from that, they released the money. But then I wasn't working with Shopify anymore. I was working with another payment provider. I was working with Klarna directly in Sweden. The other time I got it was also on a store that was scaling quite big. And that was actually this year in February, March, I got it. But then everything went quite smooth because I had reserves. So I was just keep pushing the store. I didn't care. I was just thinking about it like a reserve. I got 20% of money is coming in 120 days. It would be a fun payout. So I was just thinking like that because it was okay. So I just pushed it. I didn't contact Shopify at all. And after 90 days, instead of 120 days, I contacted them and they released the money directly because everything was smooth and everything was working correctly with the store. I didn't have any chargebacks or anything. So it was a smooth ride. Then I have got it on some test stores. I have just started. And when I get it on a test store, and I test a product and I get it the first 3 days, and the product is not a winner, I just let the store be for 120 days, actually. And then they release it, and then I have a store that won't get it again if I run it correctly. So that's quite good also. So that's a little bit a secret tip. If you're running a test store and you get it, and you don't get a winner, you can keep the store, pay like $1 a month for 3 months, and then 1 month for $39, and you actually have a store then that have already gone through this this payment hold, and it has cost you like $41. So that's quite cheap to know that it won't happen again. Of course, it can happen again if you get a lot of chargebacks, but you have a good store. One other question about this is, of course, if you get chargebacks on a store and you have a store that you get chargebacks on and you survive it and everything, and then like say 3-4 months later you want to restart the store with another product or something, but you maybe don't want to use the store because it has chargebacks. But it has gone through this Shopify payment hold already, so you want to use the store, but you're afraid that they would put a hold again or close the store or something because you have chargebacks in the before. I have talked to Shopify about this, and actually they are just looking at 3-month history and when they are doing your chargeback percentage rate and your high risk rate and your low risk rate. They are looking 3 months back in time. So if you have chargebacks that are for like 6 months or 1 year ago, you can safely use the store, no problem. And the same things we have talked about is relatable to, of course, all other payment holds. If you get from PayPal, if you get from Klarna, if you get from Stripe, my advice is to change payment provider and then first contact them, of course, and see if they can release your money. I know that PayPal is really, really hard. And it's hard to set up PayPal also because in the start you can only take out $1,000 or something for a whole month. They keep the rest. And then when your account get warm, you can take out more and more and more. So I will in the start use PayPal because PayPal is good and it drives some extra customers. But when you get up to $1,000 sales on PayPal, I will take it away from the store and maybe let the account be for like 2-3 months, and then I could put it back on the store when the account is more warm and they will release a little bit more money and they see that you don't get any chargebacks on the sales that have been on PayPal. Another tips is, like I said, to change payment provider, and then there you have a lot of payment provider. You have checkout.com, that's really good. You also have Stripe. I will start with Stripe because Shopify is running on Stripe. So the first thing I would do if you want to change from Shopify payment is to go to stripe.com and start an account there. You can do that directly when you have a winner to prepare. Always better to have an account that have been running for a while. So you can start it so you have it as a reserve. So if you're just starting out with Shopify, don't panic when this happens. It's a part of the game. Prepare for it, manage your cash flow, and you will be all fine. Dropshipping isn't so much about avoiding problem. It's about preparing for the problem and know how to push through them when they come. So if you want me to do more videos like this, when we're just talking about experience in the ecom space and tips, push the subscribe button. And if you want to start out with Shopify, use my affiliate link below. I would be very happy if you use it. It helps the channel, of course. And see you in the next video.